if you close your eyes.
Welcome to Pass It On, a Knights Nation high school television talk show focusing on relevant student and staff conversations, dealing with everyday issues, and trying to bring them into a positive light through sports, information, and solution as it relates to the community that's in and around our school. I'm your host, Andre Quattlebaum, better known as Coach Q. My guest today has been a wonderful asset and resourceful for the county and its parents and students for 6 years now. She has been vice president and president for the middle school section for several years and became a member of the Knights family and started as vice president and transitioned into the president of our PTSA here at North County High School. My guest motto is to be involved and to be connected, and that has been accomplished. So, welcome to the show, Ms. Kimberly Fry.
Thank you.
Glad you can make it here today.
Thank you for having me.
As we always say, time is money, so let's get started. How do schools benefit from having a PTA and a wonderful asset such as yourself?
First of all, we're the voice for the students, the staff, parents, basically, to go, and we can go into Congress and to Senate,
Okay.
meetings, and we have our own overall national PTA that kind of does that, but they get feedback from us.
Okay.
For programs and grants that we might need. As far as on the local level for our school, the way it works is memberships are a fundraiser for us.
Okay.
But a good portion of that money goes back to the national PTA. So we only get a couple of dollars from that membership, which is only $7 per person. So we only keep maybe $3 from that.
Of the seven, okay.
Of the seven. And then that is part of our fundraising, and that goes back into the school. Where it gets on a bigger realm is that the more members you have in a school PTSA,
Mm-hmm.
the more opportunities you have to get grant money from the federal government.
Okay.
So if you have a low membership, they don't look at that school as having a lot of involvement, a lot of parent volunteers or
Gotcha.
any of that kind of stuff, to the point where they want to see an engagement between the community and the school, and then that helps the school get more money.
Okay, which leads me to my next question when you start talking about membership. Why is it vital for teachers to become members of the PTSA?
We become their voice also. Like I said, it's the parent, teacher, student. The more they're engaged,
Yes, ma'am.
they see things and they have better opportunities to take advantage from programs that maybe the PTSA can offer or we
Okay.
could help with. If you have more involvement and more members, it gives us a better opportunity to do more things for the students.
Okay.
To bring more money in, to have more opportunities to provide certain items, for classrooms. In the past, I've been in another school and we were able to bring in the smart boards.
Wow.
We actually did bring in cameras for the photography department.
Okay.
So it does help.
So you are essential as far as bringing some different things, resourceful tools, things that teachers may need.
Yes.
Don't really want to put you on the spot. How many members do we have as teachers here at our school, if you know? If you don't, that's fine.
I don't know the exact number, but
Okay.
I will say it's
You
probably.
can use more?
We could use a lot more.
Okay.
We're talking less than 10 probably.
Wow.
And
What
there's
could-
almost 200 staff
What-
members.
What could we do, what can the school do to bring more attention and notoriety to why it's important for teachers to become members in our school?
We would love to have more members,
Okay.
and we would love to see more people at our meetings.
Okay,
At our meetings, the first one usually is really big.
okay,
And we might have 2 teachers, and then after that, they just dwindle down to maybe 4 or 5 people. So when you have, a school at 2,000
Kids,
students,
absolutely.
200 staff members, and you only have one or two people coming to the meetings, it's a little harder.
Absolutely.
You know, but if we had more
Support?
teacher support, more staff support, we could do a lot more things. We would have more communication.
Absolutely, which is essential.
Right, and that's how we would find out things that the students, the school would need, that we could help them.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Can you tell the teachers and the viewers out there when the PTSA meets?
PTSA meets on the third Wednesday of every month. We meet at 6:30 p.m. in the conference room next to Mr. Jefferson's office. We do not meet in December.
Okay.
Hopefully we do meet in January. The last 2 years we've been snowed out, but it is supposed to be the third Wednesday of every month, 6:30. And Mr. Jefferson has been really good. He's been to both meetings that we've had so far this year.
Okay.
And he's really engaged, so it would be nice to have a little more support with the students, or the teachers rather. He's brought some things
To
to
the
light
table.
and to the
Absolutely.
table, and
Absolutely.
we're helping on some of his projects also.
And I'll get to that particular relationship in a few minutes.
Okay.
How does the PTSA try to bring a closer relationship between home and school for these students?
I kind of jumped ahead. Part of that was with the guidance department,
Okay.
helping a little bit with, students that might need that extra money.
Okay.
But we have our own website, and we post things on there. We are partnered with Ready to Drive Driving School. They
Okay.
come here, they do the classes right here at the school.
Yes, ma'am.
So we have that establishment, and we're trying to be a little more visible this year, so you will see us at back to school night, you saw us at the FAFSA meetings.
Okay.
I believe we're supposed to be at the drama production this year, and we'll probably be at the winter concert also.
Okay.
Just trying to get more memberships and letting everybody know that we're here.
Visibility is important.
Yes, and it's so hard on the high school level because you're almost in competition with sports boosters, music boosters, drama, and so you have all of these groups, and then you have the PTA. So, but we're trying.
Well, from what I hear, you guys are doing a very outstanding job. Is there a criteria for students to obtain scholarships through PTSA?
Yes, but I do need my cheat sheet because
Go ahead.
I
no,
want to make sure I
absolutely.
get this
We want
correct.
you to be accurate. That's what we want to
Okay.
have.
So the guidance department, they have the forms and the applications for the students.
Mhm.
And what they do is they take all of those applications in, they'll start coming, I think they start promoting them in the spring.
Yes, ma'am.
And what we do is we have 3 PTA members that go over the applications. They are non-senior parents.
Really?
Okay, yes, so they will not be a senior parent, so they won't know your application when you apply.
Okay.
Okay, so they're non-senior parents that go through the applications, and they're not necessarily looking for the high GPA
Yes, ma'am.
averages. They're not looking for all of that. They might look into somebody that could use a little,
Assistance.
assistance. But we do look to see if that student is, their parent has been a member.
Okay.
And basically what that does is that's all preliminary background
Mhm.
that the guidance helps us with, because when the applications, when they're read, they do not have a name on them. They're associated with a code number,
Okay.
so we don't know, but,
So once it goes through guidance,
Mhm.
it comes back to you and you guys decide based upon that criteria and what's needed and whether they have applied before and things of that nature. So, is there a committee or you guys are working together with guidance and guidance has a little bit more percentage as far as who they offer to? Or do you, as the president and your committee, have more vested in far as who you choose to give those scholarships to?
when it's all said and done,
Mm-hmm.
all the applications come to the PTSA.
Okay.
And they go to that committee, and that committee will narrow them down
Mm-hmm.
to 4.
Okay.
And we give out 4 $500 scholarships.
$400 or $500 scholarship.
And last year, not one person applied for one.
So there is money out there,
Yes.
viewers and listeners, that TSA has for you that we are not taking advantage of the time and the services that this organization is trying to provide to you and for you. So it is our job to try to get those kids to understand the importance that that type of money can go a long ways in providing an additional educational opportunities for yourselves. Whom does the PTSA work in collaboration with in our school, and how important is that relationship? I must assume it must be Mr. Jefferson.
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Jefferson is the top, and I will be honest, this year, having him here, when I first met him at the meet and greet,
Okay.
I was a fan.
Okay.
I thought it was wonderful. We had the support from Mr. Jefferson, and I want to do a little shout out to Mr. Folks also.
Okay.
He has
Shout
been,
out.
yes, he has been very instrumental in helping us get more members this year.
Okay.
And but anyway, so we work with Mr. Jefferson, Mr. Folks has been there, but with all the admin.
Okay.
And I know I won't get everybody's names, so we will just say all the admin.
That's fine.
Um,
Admin team.
Yes, and, but they're all there, and we work along with the guidance department,
Okay.
obviously, for scholarships. So, Mr. Jefferson and Mr. Folks, the first night we met them, they promoted, and they told us they wanted to promote the PTSA, because as parents, and also with being in the school system, they know the importance.
Right.
And they know the importance that even though students are in high school, it's very important for parents to stay connected and stay involved.
Right.
They're still our children.
Absolutely.
They still need us.
They still always will. Always
and
will.
That's our job as a parent, is to be there and to stay involved, so.
Absolutely. You have, I guess, been a part of maybe 2 or 3 principals, Dr. Heiser, Ms. Karras, and now Mr. Jefferson?
No, Dr. Heiser left right before I came to North County.
Okay.
So since I've been here, it's been Ms. Karras and then
Mr. Jefferson. Okay, so having that principal participation and is essential as far as you're concerned to making anything possibly happen with your organization.
Absolutely.
Okay.
This year, we've seen a change.
Okay.
And it's been a good change.
Okay.
We appreciate that he comes to the meetings, he participates, he's working on, like I said, we're in a pool with sports boosters
Right.
and music boosters and everybody. And we're basically all trying to fundraise out of the same pool.
Pool, exactly.
And it gets a little difficult. So
Um,
everybody's trying to find different ways to come up with a way to raise money. And so he's been a little instrumental in that.
Helping
and-
you get that off the
Mhm.
table?
Yes.
That's important. I would say, and I'm sure, I'm gonna make sure that my little committee of friends that work with Passing On, I'm gonna make sure, because we do have a couple of seniors that's a part of our organization
Mhm.
who probably didn't know anything about that there's scholarship money out there for them. Any amount of money is quality money. Where did you begin your journey in education? And are you originally from Anne Arundel County?
Mine started in Howard County.
Okay,
I'm a graduate of Howard High.
yes, ma'am.
My mom worked at the school
Okay,
when I went there. That's fun. But anyway, and then my kids went to Howard County Schools, Baltimore County, Carroll County.
Right.
Sounds like I've moved around a lot. And then ultimately we wound up, and my PTA journey started in Anne Arundel County at Marley Middle School.
Marley Middle, okay,
Yes, which is because my son's in the STEM program.
okay.
And that's what brought us over to North County.
How do you like it? How do you like being the president of PTSA?
There are times when it drives you crazy because there's a lot of things going on.
I'm
but
sure.
ultimately, I have to say, it has been it's a good time. It's a lot of fun. I've met a lot of great people,
Okay,
a lot of great friends. And the students, honestly, it's really cool when they get to know you and they see you in school at other things. They will come by and they'll say, hey,
I know you.
I know you, you're the PTA lady or
Right.
something. You know, so it's good because they get to see that.
Absolutely.
And honestly, I saw the benefits that it gave my son from being involved in the schools.
Right.
It did. There's benefits from the teachers knowing you, they see you, the staff sees you. It does help, and it helps him in the long run.
Absolutely. What are some organizations and some things that your organization sponsors, like you do the after school, after prom breakfast and things of that nature?
Right.
What else do you guys do?
We do have a vendor fair coming up.
Okay.
We do a fall vendor fair, it's November 19th.
Okay.
It's here at the school. So we do that, and then we will probably have another one in the springtime.
Okay.
And then we do after prom, we have a senior committee, senior parents committee that comes in and they do the after prom. They kind of do their own bit of fundraising. It's kind of like they're under the PTSA.
Yes.
But they kind of have their own things that they arrange.
Okay.
And then really, and we do the Ready to Drive.
Ready to drive.
Yes.
Okay, so you do a multifaceted things that's actually beneficial and essential for North County high school students. I like to ask all this question to my guests. Tell us something about you that we don't know.
Oh my heavens.
Favorite bird, favorite color, most important thing.
I'm a huge NASCAR fan. We'll just go with that
NASCAR.
one, yes.
Okay. Nice
NASCAR's
car.
big at my house.
Okay.
Yeah, so there would be the little tidbit.
Okay.
I have to say, I'm not big on football.
Okay.
I'll watch it, but
Well, you have
NASCAR's
on
it.
your, that's a very nice color
My
today.
birthday, yeah.
Absolutely, nice
Yeah.
color today. Is there anything that you would like to ask of me?
Will we see you on Wednesday, November 16th, I think it is?
Absolutely.
At our PTA meeting.
Absolutely. I think that for me to be able to help identify more teachers to get involved, I need to be involved myself to see exactly how your organization does things, how they go about applying different resources and things of that nature. So I will absolutely be there November the 16th at 6:30, as you say, in the conference room.
I just
behind
need
Mr.
to
Jeff's
verify
office.
that date, but yes.
Okay, well, you just
Okay.
let me know whenever, if it's.
I don't have the calendar in front of me, but I'm
If
pretty
it
sure.
changes,
that's the date.
definitely let me know, because I
Yes.
definitely want to be a part of that, because for me to be able to spread the information on what you
Mhm.
want, I need to be involved and see exactly how the infrastructure is established.
Absolutely.
I will say, it's been great. I am so excited that you came today. It's been very fun, and you are a friend of the show. You're always welcome back here.
Thank you.
Anytime you want to be able to express and get any type of information or ideas out that's relevant or community related, this is what Pass It On High School Talk Show is about. So again, thank you for coming.
Thank
It's been a
you.
real pleasure. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying tuned to Pass It On. See you soon.